As of late November 2024, natural gas markets are experiencing upward price momentum driven by colder than average temperatures across key regions like the US, Northeast and California, boosting heating demand. Futures prices for December delivery have climbed, reflecting seasonal strength through significant inventory levels, temper the upside potential. ETFs like BOIL, Leverage Bullish, and UNG, tracking spot prices, have seen gains due to weather-driven demand, while KOLD, Leveraged Bearish, remains pressured. However, market dynamics remain volatile as geopolitical, weather and fracking policy uncertainties loom. G'day folks, welcome back to another update for natural gas. Before we go any further, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel. That'll be greatly appreciated. First, looking at the trends, so we look at the monthly, the weekly and the daily. On the monthly, you can see the CCI is broken above its moving averages, and you can see they're also on the price is also just broken above its respective moving averages this month, nice and bullish. On the weekly, it's been bullish now for a number of weeks since the start of September, both on the CCI and the price chart. And on the daily, if I expand this one, you can see there we had a key resistance up here at 34.12. Now since then it's actually broken through that resistance and there's no sign yet of another resistance, so that actually may, after this retrace, we may see further upswings on the natural gas price. The CCI is still above its moving averages and it's been that way since the start of November basically. Now at the moment there's no divergence to talk of. The last time we saw a divergence we had this double top here on between those highs versus lower highs, and we saw a bit of a pullback there. But at the moment, if we go to the intraday charts, we always look at the intraday to see if there's any micro divergence, and there has been. So if I draw a trend line, you can see there those lower highs on the CCI versus the same period, higher highs on the price, and that's a pullback. And in terms of retrace levels, you can see that it's pulled back. We draw a Fibonacci from that high to that low, and the minimum retrace is always at 23.38% level. That's a minimum. Sometimes it hits this range and bounces. In this case, it's gone right down to the 50% level. Now, it looks like it may bounce from there, but notice the CCI is still bearish, still weakening. We might see further downside from here. You can see there it's just touched that moving average range on the 1 hour chart. So you might see further downside. So just be careful. Predominantly, we only go, if you're trading on the intraday, we only go long with a higher time frame. So you only take long positions. Don't take short positions at the moment, and avoid taking long positions until we see this break higher above the moving averages. For BOIL on the monthly, there's no CCI for it, but on the price chart, you can see it's very bearish below its moving averages. On the weekly, we do have a bullish movement at the moment on the CCI versus lower lows on the price, and that's still trending lower. So again, avoid taking long positions on the daily at least if you're trading in the direction of the weekly. On the daily chart, you can see here we had a bullish movement, higher lows on the CCI versus lower lows on the price. We had a few in there and they all bounced. Now since then it's actually bounced. We drew a Fibonacci range here between that support at 35.98 to that resistance at 61.05, and that was the 23.38% level minimum retrace, and it's actually broken above right up to the 61%, and that's actually pulled back since then on the daily. This is the daily chart. And if we go to the intraday, again taking long trades only if you're trading on the intraday, but at the moment, similar to the natural gas price, this is actually broken to the downside, so avoid going long or short. We take long positions only on the intraday in alignment with the daily trend, and we don't take short positions because the daily is bullish. But since then, you can see there it's actually ridden higher. There's no divergence to talk of at the moment, both on the daily or the 1 hour chart. So for UNG on the monthly, it's bearish on the price chart, and you can see that it's still neutral, a very narrow moving average range, but it's neutral on the CCI range. So somewhat bearish to neutral on the monthly chart. On the weekly, we did have a bullish divergence as well, higher lows on the CCI, and that's still tracking higher versus lower lows on the price. Notice the CCI is rising, but the price is still dropping. So again, this could bounce any time in the next few weeks possibly, but again, keep an eye on that. If you're trading on the daily, avoid going long until we see this break more significantly above the moving average range. On the daily chart, you can see there it's actually hit this minor resistance at 15.20 and it's pulled back from there. The CCI is still bullish above its moving averages, so just be careful. Again, avoid going long on the daily if you're trading on the direction of the weekly, because that's showing the weekly is giving you a mixed signal, so avoid going long on the daily trading time frame. If we go to the intraday chart, if you're trading on the intraday, we only take long trades based on the daily, but again, notice similar to the other charts, this is broken to the downside, so avoid taking long trades until we see this break into the upside on the hourly, taking only long trades. Avoid taking short trades because most of the momentum is going long. So for KOLD on the monthly, there's no CCI for it, but on the price chart you can see it's well above its moving averages, so bullish movement on KOLD on the monthly. On the weekly, we did have this bullish movement on the CCI on the weekly versus lower lows on the price, and that was going back to 2022, and since then it's been rising, but notice the price has pulled back within that moving average range, so just be careful, we might see a bit of a pullback on the weekly. On the daily, however, if we zoom out on this, we can see there it's actually fluctuating in that minor support and resistance range between 61.65 and 78.30, and it's finally broken through to that below that support a second time now. And you can see there the CCI is also bearish, so avoid going long based on the weekly price also showing bullish movement. On the intraday charts, if you're trading on the 1 hour, you only trade in the direction of the daily, so only take short trades. You can see that you would have taken a short trade back there when it broke below that price chart, moving average on the price chart, but also when it broke below on the CCI moving average range there. And you would have closed the position out. I like taking closes when they touch the moving average range of the CCI. So you would have got out in one of those candles there, and you would have gone short again when the CCI is below the moving average range on the price chart, and also when it broke below the CCI moving average range. Close the position again when it broke into that candle there. So that would have been 2 trades to take in that little range there. I prefer to take exits when they touch the moving average range of the CCI as opposed to the price chart, because you do tend to lose a lot more profitability with a retrace as it did back there. You can see there's a very aggressive bullish candle. To support the channel more, hit that like and subscribe button and share the video. For added benefits and the cost of a coffee, consider subscribing to the Patreon page, where we look at weekly scans of bullish trending shares and insider trades that may have occurred. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.